Hey there, welcome and welcome back if you've been here before. Today I need some breakfast and we're going to cook up some bacon and red-eye gravy. Now, red-eye gravy is one of those that's a bit controversial to some people. 3 ingredients, maybe 4 depending on how you look at it, and one of them might surprise you. Stick around and we'll get started. Okay, first things first, I need to cook up some bacon. I've got some sunflower oil. I'm going to go ahead and spray into my pan. Get it nice and hot. It's not wanting to spray very well. Obviously, we don't need too much oil in the pan because we're going to get some fat from the bacon, which is actually very important to what we're doing today. I've got some nice thick cut streaky bacon from my local butcher at the butcher shop at Snow Hill. Those guys help me out with a lot of stuff. I've mentioned them before and I'll probably keep mentioning them again. That's some toast popping in the background. We won't need that until later. There's a spatula. I'm going to go ahead and move these around a bit and get one more in the pan. Now then, you guys all know how to fry bacon, so I'm going to speed run past this bit and we'll get to the good bit in just a minute. Be right back. Alright, bacon's done. Now, you probably won't have noticed because I've kept it out of shot so far, but I've got my coffee in my lovely cup. And then I've also got another coffee. Why have I got 2 coffees? Well, I don't really need another coffee, so let's just go ahead and throw that one in there. Yes, one of the main ingredients of red-eye gravy is black coffee. The stronger the better. If you haven't guessed by now, red-eye gravy is for those mornings that you're feeling a bit worse for wear, or those nights where you need to keep going a bit longer than you want to. And bacon grease and coffee are our main ingredients. I'm going to go ahead and let that cook in a bit. Keep it moving so that we get all that good flavor off the bottom of the pan. Now for the somewhat debated ingredient. Some people say throw a bit of pepper in there, throw it on your plate and call it done. Other people like to thicken it a bit. So if we are going to thicken it, we just need to add some flour. Now, personally, I know this was a later addition. It wasn't what the original gravy was. But when you're thinking gravy, you're usually thinking something a bit thicker. So I tend to add it. Going to cook all that flour out, get it all stirred in. Might need to add a little bit more water to it, or a bit more coffee. Yes, that does have a little bit of milk in it. That's just fine too. It'll add a little bit of extra creaminess. And then I'm going to throw a little bit of red and black pepper in. I highly recommend grabbing some of this stuff. The mix of red and black together. I mean, you could easily get the two of them separate as well, but it's just so easy to throw them both in at once. And there we go. That is our red-eye gravy done. I'm going to go ahead and grab that toast that I mentioned popping up earlier, and I'll show you how we serve it. Alright, I've got us a plate with a bit of toast on it. We're going to throw a few strips of bacon on top of that toast. And then we're just going to take some of this gravy and do that right there. And again, if you like your gravy thinner, don't add as much flour, or don't add any flour if you don't want. That is up to you. I like mine a bit thicker, so there we are. Time to eat. Alright, as usual, I'm not waiting to get to the table. I'm going to dig straight into this. Get me a bit of toast, a bit of bacon, and a bit of gravy. There we go. We've got bacon, we've got gravy, we've got toast. And that gravy hits you with the kind of smokiness, the pepperiness, the saltiness of the bacon. You get that bitterness of the coffee just on the back end. And yeah, it'll wake you up. There you go. Red-eye gravy with bacon and toast. Another cheap classic breakfast from the Old South. I bet you've learned something new today. I bet most of you in the UK especially would not have heard of this one before. Try it sometime, especially if you like coffee and bacon. Who doesn't like bacon though? Until then, I'm going to go have my breakfast. You guys have a lovely day, and I'll catch you tomorrow.